Hey everyone. Okay, so I do not like coming on being face to face. I do not like face to face. This is what you see when I film. It's just nothing but my hands. And that is what I prefer. So I'm going to try to look at the camera. I'm going to try not to stare off into space, but I want to explain something to you. So I just discovered about a few days ago that there are American made diamond painting companies. Now, see, I always tout that I'm an American girl, that I support American companies. I do not buy dies or stamps that are knockoffs. I don't do that because I support the designers. And so when I buy from AliExpress and I buy those dies, I know who the designer is, and she specifically designs for AliExpress, and they're all legit, designs from her that she does because of the stolen stuff. So those are all her designs, and then KS Crafts, they produce them, and so there are legit companies on AliExpress. So I don't believe all the people who are like, oh my god, everything is stolen. No, not everything is stolen. So, but you need to do some research, so there is that. And people don't like that. People want things handed to them. And so, um, I am a total American girl. And I knew that I knew that cross stitch, the printed cross stitch that I absolutely love. I knew those were stolen designs. And I knew that. And see, and I always tout myself, also another word, again with the tout myself, that I don't lie, cheat, or steal. But then I discovered that, yeah, I do steal. I do. Because I knowingly buy the printed cross stitch, and but they're not, you can't buy printed cross stitch in America. And this is a craft that I love, that I find such zen in when I'm sitting here cross stitching for hours. And I love it. And I cannot do counted because I lose my train of thought. I lose my train of thought, and then I lose my place. You can do all the, you can give me all the tips you want with, the place, doing the rulers and crossing off as you go. All of that doesn't matter. That's why I can't listen to audiobooks. I have favorite songs I listen to on the radio, and I can sing a verse and then I'm done because my mind wanders, and it just does, and I don't have the attention span. And so when Nicole Spohr, she's the one who got me back into quilting. She inspired me to get back into quilting, and then she also inspired me to do cross stitching. So I bought all the patterns, I did all that stuff, and I could not get the counted cross stitch. I could not do it. Then I was on YouTube because I'm trying to learn how to do this counted cross stitch, and so I was on YouTube, and then there was a video that came on with printed, and I was like, what is printed? I'm like, that's amazing. Okay, let me do that. So, but nobody has it here in America, so you had to buy it on AliExpress. So I started buying printed cross stitch on AliExpress, and then I started looking at then you start getting the comments, on your YouTube videos when you start doing the hauls, and you're buying stolen designs and everything else, and you're like, okay, I get that, but there's nowhere else to buy it, and I want to have fun. So I justified it like that, right? I just want to have fun. Um, there really is no justification. You're still stealing. You really are. So, and I am all about you do you. So that leads me to this, is the fact that I discovered diamond painting. And I was like, oh my god, diamond painting. Okay, because I started watching more and more videos. And the cross stitch video ladies were also showing their diamond painting hauls, and I was like, oh, this is so fun. So I, being ignorant and flat out ignorant, did not even think to look to see if there was American made designs. Never even dawned on me. So I've been buying for a whole month these diamond paintings from Temu and AliExpress, and I still have another set coming. But I started buying them, and then I started hauling them. And so when I started hauling them, people were saying, this is a stolen design. And I'm like, well, yeah, they kind of are, and, but it was one of those like, but I want to be in this world. I want to be in this diamond painting world. So what do I do? So it was like, okay, keep going, keep hauling, keep doing all that stuff. So, and then I got my husband involved in diamond painting with me because I asked him to, because I really wanted him to do it with me. And being the loving, supportive husband he is, he said, okay, sure. So he did it. So he's doing it with me. And I did one by myself, and I was like, man, this is really pixelated. Is this how it's supposed to look? You know, I bought one from Amazon. And so you can buy them from Amazon, you can buy them from Temu, you can buy them from AliExpress. They're pretty much all, knockoffs. And so, so I was like, okay, I don't know. This was really fun. Stick and plonk. What harm is that? Stick and plonk. Stick and plonk. Then I was like, okay. Then my husband and I did one together, and I was like, okay, this is really pixelated. It's kind of, it's like, so we started learning. So we started going, okay, is it the bigger one that we need to get, a 30 by 40, so we, you learn as you go, right? And so, well, as I was learning, I got a comment on my YouTube channel that said, hey, this, when I did a Temu diamond painting, I think it was the first video, and the lady says, hey, that's a really nice one. The designer is Randall Spangler or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, I'm a Google girl. I love Google. So I was like, oh, I wonder if he has more stuff. Let me look. So I Googled his name. And then it came up as he was a designer. And he's a designer for Diamond Art Club. And I was like, Diamond Art Club? So I went to Diamond Art Club. And I was like, holy crap. $70 for a diamond painting? And I'm like, oh, heck no. Heck no. How can I afford that? And I was like, this is crazy. You go from a $4 Temu, AliExpress, diamond painting to a $70 painting. I'm like, holy crud. I get that they have to pay their designers. They have overhead. They have employees. They have all of this. Okay, I get all that. But I was like, how can I possibly afford this? And, okay, so I'm still in the research stage, so at this point. So I was like, oh no, okay, let me forget that for a second. Then I got another comment that said, you're buying stolen designs. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, I see that. And then because I didn't research Diamond Art Club yet, so I was still in the, just like who this guy was, this Randall Spangler guy. So I didn't I only looked at the first page, and I'm like, $70? I'm like, holy crud. So then I went to, I got that comment. Then I had a friend put on her Facebook page, she shared a post about the Temu stealing, being a thief from Temu. And so, well, then it led to a discussion. And I love discussing. I love discussing. I love everyone's opinion, because everyone has opinion. So I was like, okay. So then I was, then you get the haters. And I'm like, can you not have a conversation where it's completely hateful, but you're trying to educate? And I'm like, people just don't get that. They don't get how to talk to somebody else, how to just explain their viewpoints. But it's just complete, mudslinging hate, and I don't respect that, and I don't listen to that, because it's just so, and I can't stand negativity. I can't stand negativity. So, but all of it to say that I'm a hypocrite, because I'm like, I'm all about the American people. I'm an American girl, support. But here I am buying stolen designs, and I'm like, what are you doing? So that led to a discussion with my husband. And he's like, I wouldn't buy it. He's all, you do you. He's all, you want to buy stuff, you go for it. He's all, but his take on it was, hey, we're going to be doing this together, and it looks like they're pixelated. He says, do you think maybe if we bought a better quality, it would be better? And I said, I don't know. I said, let me research this diamond art. Let me go past the first page. So I went past the first page, and I was looking at these designs, and I'm like, So I'm looking at their pages of designs and I'm like, holy crap. A lot of the ones I got are from this company. And I did not know this. Okay, I honestly did not know this. And I'm like, okay, it's an American made company. And I'm like, holy crud, what have I been doing? I have been completely ignorant and a hypocrite. And I was like, wow. So, in fact, I have the strawberry shortcake diamond painting coming from AliExpress probably by next week or so. And I was like, and then I got to a little bit down more on the page on DAC. It's called DAC for short, Diamond Art Club. And I was like, oh, there's strawberry shortcake. It's on pre-order. And I was like, wait. And then I was like looking, and I was like, oh man, this is from this company. But I bought the knockoff. I bought the stolen design. And I'm like, holy crap. What did I do? And I'm like, so then I was like, okay, how far back do I have to go to be aware? And then things lead to other things, you know. I don't mind. I'm honest with myself, and I'm honest with other people. I am pretty much a blunt person because I don't believe in any other way. And so there's no lying from me. There's no cheating, but there is stealing apparently. So I can knock that one off my little list. But like I told my friends on Facebook, we all live in glass houses. No matter how you shake it, we all live in glass houses. We all sin differently. That is all. So, you know, there is that. So, we're not all perfect at all. And so, and if you believe so, then please, you know, then your poop don't stink. And we know that's not what, you know, no. So, anyways, I was like, I'm done. So, I do have a comment of you do you. And because my husband is like morally, you know, like, you know, what you're doing is wrong. And I'm like, I get it. I said, I understood for the cross stitch because I wanted to have fun with that. And I still want to have fun with that. And I'm still going to pay for my cross stitches because I love that. It is such an amazing craft. And if you know anyone who does it here in America, please let me know. And, you know, because I hadn't found anybody. But I will gladly pay if, you know, if we can get it here in America. And that's fine. But I hadn't found anyone. And so, but with diamond painting, I can control that. I can. Because I control the fact that I don't buy dies or stamps, stolen designs from like Simon Says Stamp and everybody, Trinity Stamps, everybody's on there. And I see it. But I never wanted to do that. And so but I unintentionally did it with diamond painting, and I'm so sorry. So I want to just shout out to DAC right now that I am sorry that I did that. And thank you to the lady who was kind and told me who the designer was. She didn't tell me anything else. She didn't even give me a thumbs down because there's no thumbs down on that video. And she just said who the designer was. And that was it. And you know what? Kindness goes a long way. It really does. You don't need to, I mean, if you want to, take the time to stop, watch a video, leave a thumbs down, or even tell that person off. You have way too much time on your hands. You really do. And I'm like, you go, girl, you know, because I don't have any men watching my videos, so I know it's all women. We see the analytics if you're a YouTube person. And so it's in my head what we are. YouTube. Yeah, it's in my head, but it's not going to come out. So, yeah. So all that to say that, yeah, I've been sinning, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting the last bit of what I ordered, you know, a month ago from AliExpress, or last 2-3 weeks of, and then I'll do the hauls, and I'll show you what they are. But, and then I also just bought a DAC, D-Stash lady was selling one of the reading tree, absolutely love the reading tree, and that's also, you know, one of the ladies gave me a nasty comment. I erased it, so don't, you know, it's not there, because I understand now. And so, but I wanted the original one from DAC, and then I got, because I got the knockoff, and I didn't realize that it was a knockoff. How, you know, stupid is stupid is stupid. So, hey, you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, I didn't know. Well, I didn't know, but that's ignorance. And yeah, that's completely ignorant. And that is me right there in a nutshell. And I'm sorry. I don't, I wouldn't have done it. And I'm sorry about that. Sorry to the designers that, but hopefully I'm making up for it, because now, you know, these DAC paintings are expensive, but they have Zezel, they have Afterpay, and I love making payments. I love making payments. They make it more affordable. Plus, DAC also has coupon codes, which are amazing. 15% off makes a difference. When you initially buy, it's buy one get one half off. So I took advantage of that. They do have sales, and I take advantage of that. So I have bought 8. I think between 5 and 8. I can't remember off the top of my head. So I will now no longer be buying from Temu or AliExpress the diamond paintings. I will only buy from legit American companies that are licensed. And that's all I can do is make up for it that way. And so from now on, when I do unboxings with the diamond painting, it will be with the licensed people. So just to let everyone know, I am totally you to you. I understand that money is tight. I've been in that position myself. I see it with my brother, who is on Social Security. He's disabled, and he lives with my parents, and he gets like $600 a month. And I'm like, how do people live on this? So in a way, though, I'm not going to justify for them, for the people who are buying the knockoffs. I'm not going to justify for them, but I am going to say I understand. I understand. And you know what? At the end of the day, you do you. So I am a mother of 2. I am not a mother of the world. And I'm not going to be shaking my finger and saying, oh, you're bad or you're a POS. I'm not going to do any of that to anybody, because that is hate. And no matter how you shake it, hate is hate is hate. So when you tell somebody off, it's being hateful. When you're educating them by talking to them as an adult and with no negativity, with actual conversation a tone to it, then it's different. I was educated. I was completely educated with kindness. So maybe try that. If you have the time to stop and tell somebody in a video about that, then maybe you should try it, you know? Try educating instead of telling somebody off. It might get you somewhere where you might feel better about yourself, I guess. And maybe they may change their mind and not. But I understand the world, and I understand that, you know, it sucks. It sucks to not have any money, for one. And it sucks to have to buy stolen designs because you have no money. So, but you also want to have fun, and you also need mental health. And if stinking and plunking a $4 stolen design is what you're okay with, go for it. You know, I'm not your mother. I'm not someone to tell you that your morality or your integrity is bad. So, and that has been told to me, that I have no morals and I have no integrity. And you know what? You can kiss it, because that's just, you know what? I would give you the shirt off my back, and I would help you. I would do anything I could for you. But this is on you. This is on you personally. And this is on me personally. And so I decided not to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to be buying stolen designs for cross stitch. for diamond painting. Cross stitch, I still am because there is nobody around to print the cross stitches. Please, somebody come up with it. Please open up a company and legitly do it, and I would gladly support you. I will gladly be your first customer. But yeah, so if you do know somebody who is a company that is a cross stitch, pre-printed, printed cross stitcher, please let me know. And yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say I was sorry, and legit say I was sorry, and that I was ignorant, and yeah, and I was wrong. I was wrong for myself. I'm not only speaking for myself. I was wrong. And yeah, so I'll hopefully make up for it with DAC, and I love their stuff. So I will figure out a way to pay for it, because right now in my life I have a little bit extra. And if I can legit buy from the licensed people, I will. I am going to. And because I have a little extra right now, but I've been in a place where we didn't have a lot. And so, but yeah, and so the DAC stuff that I have been seeing, you guys, amazing. And it's up my alley because I am a paranormal romance girl, and the stuff that I have been seeing with the witches and the werewolves and the dragons, I'm like blown away. Like, this is what I want. And I've done a few unboxings now, a couple of unboxings with DAC product, and on the DAC product, wow, night and day texture, and what you get in your kit is so much different than from what Temu and AliExpress is. So, I mean, if you can do the payment system, I would, because it's in, if you want to, like if you, because I honestly think the DAC stuff is kind of like frame worthy and to put on your walls and stuff, where the other stuff I've been doing from like Temu and AliExpress, I've been putting in a folder. But the DAC stuff is really nice. It's really nice. So I suggest, if you can get one, go for it, because they're big too. So they'll take you a while. If you're, if you do other crafts and stuff, it's going to take you a while. But it's going to be interesting to get the Reading Tree one from DAC, and because I already have the Temu one from the knockoff, and I want to see what the difference is. So anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and you do you, and it's all good. I'm going to be in charge of myself. So this is me. This is all of me. So we'll see ya. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. It's actually a really nice, butt cushion, but it's a soapbox. All right, guys, take care. Have a good night. Bye.